Kathy here from Kathyskutekreations. Finally, my bag came. I want to say box, but it's the bag. So last but not least, let's get it open. Okay, let's take everything out of the bag. So we have, this goes with our planner that we got earlier this year. But actually, I'm just going to use it up here in the sewing room. I don't have anywhere to use my magnets. I could put it downstairs, but I already have a whole bunch of stuff down there, but I like jotting down notes and everything with that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fabric. So from Sugar and Spice, we have the gingham colors. Those are pretty. Whoops, got to get it in the camera. Cotton Rainbow. I tell you what, that has got so much sizing on it, it doesn't feel like cotton. And then we have our bundle here. Let's get it unwrapped so we can take a look at it. Oh, I think we got a knot. Alright, let's see if we can just slip it out then. Take the knot off later. There we go. And I think I saw online somebody made a square and fussy cut these little things. She fussy cut them and put them in the middle of a block. And they're all the different colors that you can choose from if you want to go to the website and get you another one of those. And that's cute, the little mermaid. And it's got the same colors as the little kitty. So you can see all the different colors. Everybody likes stripes. Those are pretty. I can't see the camera, so I'm coming around to the other side to look. Here's some little seahorses. And they're in those same colors as the cats were in. Well, actually, I don't think there's a yellow cat, but purple. Let's see, do they have a green one? Maybe they don't have a green and they substituted yellow. Yeah, they got a blue, pink, a purple, and then the yellow instead of the green for the kitten. And here's the polka dots. And you can use that for a light white background if you want. And the swirls. That's some pretty fabric. Okay, let's go with, I got the green Mermaid Plush Pillow Kit. That's what it looks like. And it looks like it's cuddle fabric. Let me see here if that's what it is, because it's looks different than a cotton. Let's see if it says what it is here. Oh, that's exactly what it feels like. Oh my gosh, it's just as soft as it can be. Oh yeah, it all feels like cuddle fabric. Isn't that pretty? There's her little tail. And if you have a hard time sewing with this, you know, around these edges when you put it together. Oh, they got all the pieces in here too. Then what you can do, because it'll be slippery when you put it together. See, your two pieces here will be what's slippery, these two little fabrics. But you can put a stabilizer on this if you feel like you need it. Okay? That's what I would do. I may go ahead and do it. Here they got the little bitty, the little paws right there. They embroidered the little bitty pads on it. And this looks like the little hands. And then they got the little ears. There's the little ears. And the little hands. Well, I shouldn't say hands, but you got the gist of it. Let's see here. Here's the directions. Tells you how to put it together. Oh, it's polyester. Okay, it's not minky. Alright, so it's polyester. And there it gives you all the diagram and everything, how to put the whole thing together. Let's set that aside. And let's get into the bag here. Oh, one other thing. So here's your little label on it. So if you're going to give it away, you can put the name of whoever you're giving it to, and then it's made by you. You just fold this like that in half, wrong sides together, and then sew this in the seam allowance. Okay. And then we have, so she made a label or for Yvette. It says Yvette Renee Creations. I don't know if you can read that. There you go. And then the bag are all the little things that Yvette says. Amaze Ball, it's got Jelly Bean's name. Let's see, has it got all the kitties on here? Yep, there's Sammy, Jelly Beanie. I'm trying to see, where are the other ones at? I don't see the other names. Maybe I just didn't get them on my fabric. Okay, so I have my Zappy Dot because I did not get one last month. And that's, there we go. They fussy cut in the middle of that. That's cute. A candy, Gilliam cotton candy. This used to be what they had at, well, I didn't have an A&P. I'm trying to think where I went when I went to visit my grandma. The dime store. She had a dime store back where she lived, and they had all these stacked up in a jar. And they were still a penny. And we always got one when we went. And then Yvette's, her husband, this is called the Polar Presser, excuse me. And her husband makes these. And this is a smaller version to fit into this bag here. And then he's got her name on it. And that's really nice of him to do that. And of course the bag's an extra perk. And then we have, let me get this out of the paper so that it's not so bright and blinding all of us. So they have Yvette's Her-Made Quilt, and they gave us a little frame. It's a 4.5 inch, excuse me, fussy cut frame. And what you do is you take your fabric, you lay this on your fabric. We're going to pretend this is our piece of fabric, multicolored fabric, and we want to cut this section out right here to be in the middle of our block. Get that glare off of there. Then you put your frame around it, and then you cut. This way you can sample your entire fabric. So if you wanted something else, you'd move it over to the left. Like that. That's pretty nice. And then here is the quilt, and the finished size is a 44 by 52 if you make it. But you know, you can always turn this into a pillowcase, table runner, placemats, anything you want. Even a little, you can make this into a cozy bowl if you wanna, and put that on the inside or the outside, a little square, because you can make it whatever size you want. That'd be nice. Even a mug rug. That'd be cute on a mug rug too. And then we have our pattern for the block. Let me take it out of this bag because I don't keep it in the bag. Because remember now, when you got your planner, every month had a different block on it. So we're doing the blocks. Let me see who's doing this one. Okay, so this is the Ohio Star block of the month. And when you go to do this, if you want to fussy cut this little square and put your own design in it, your picture, you can even do an embroidery in there. You can put your initials in there if you want. You can do anything you want in this little empty square right here that offsets yours. And Stephanie Stitches is the one that's going to be showing how to put this together. Now these are all easy and friendly to put together. Keep that in mind. This is great for beginners if you're just starting out. These are large blocks. And then we have the leaf block of the month. which of course is really nice. Now I made that myself for my own little fall. And let's see, is she making this one? No. So Becca's gonna make this one on her channel. Oops. So that's the 2 blocks that we got for this month. And that is everything. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot our recipe. So we have our recipe. And it is Yvette's Cajun Meatball Stew. Now the only thing that I would not be able to do is actually her seasoning, because I can't do seasonings anymore. When I was younger, boy, I could make it as hot as you could stand it to eat, but now I can't do that at all. But that's all right, because you can put other seasonings in. I like meatballs. And it's got the entire recipe, how to put it together and everything. So put that with yours, because I believe we're getting a box of some sort, or all the recipes together or something at the end of the year. And then here's our little subscription. We always get the pamphlet, the little paper that tells you everything that's in it. And then in this little pamphlet here, it's telling us right here, let me make sure you can read it, that in July, the 2 blocks, who they were made by, and in August, and I did that friendship star. Alrighty. And then here's a little bit about Yvette, if you got your box. She was the guest curator this month. And I'm in the process of watching right now Creative Notions' last giveaway. I didn't get to see it. My hours are kind of crazy out of work now that we're going back to work and everything. So by the time I get home at night, I'm pretty tired. Keeping busy all day. So that's it. I'm going to lay it all out here so everybody can see what we got in our box. Here we go. Let's spread out a little bit because I want to make sure y'all see everything. So there's that cute little bag that of course will be reused. That's a darling little bag. And there's the fabric, and there are the 2 blocks. I hope you guys are following along. You know, you don't need to use their fabric if you don't want, but they do have the kits online if you want to go and order it with that fabric color. And then there is Yvette's, let's pull this out a little bit here. There we go. Yvette's Permade Quilt, if you'd like to make it out of the fabric. And then there's our little fussy cut frame. And then here's a bag. And of course, you know, you can use that for all kinds of things. And then the polar presser, which I usually just call the stick. And the recipe, and the subscription information, and then the little bitty kitty cat. It's a little mermaid kitty cat. So that's everything that's in the box. I hope you like this, or the bag actually. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make a comment, by all means, go ahead. I wish I could bring it to you sooner like everybody else, but I just got it in the mail, so I'm getting it up here this Saturday. So it'll be up here. It'll be up in a couple of days. I'm doing this before I go to work this morning. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.